Okay folks, today I've got quite a treat for you. This is a 1967 Oldsmobile A-Body AM/FM radio. This radio fits 67 Olds A-Bodies only, so that's Cutlass, 442, Vista Cruiser, and this is quite the time capsule radio. You'll see more in the pictures, but it's complete with the inner and outer knobs. The inner knob has the factory rear speaker fader. The chrome is really nice. The push buttons are nice. The lens is nice. The case is nice. Even the original label is intact. Just a really nice original radio. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It's really good. Even both of the original indicators are intact. The FM one's a little bit faded, but nothing to write home about. Just a really nice radio, guys. And we're going to test it today. We have it hooked up to a 12-volt power supply, the correct 8-ohm speaker, and an antenna. And I'm going to show you that this guy functions nicely. One thing I should mention before we get started, my AM signal here is pretty weak where I live. Once the camera adjusts, you'll be able to see. We live deep in a valley here, so that affects the AM signal pretty greatly. Also, we're in a steel building. So the steel building also affects the AM signal by giving it like kind of distortion in the background. FM isn't affected by these things. So anyway, from about the center of the dial on down, weak AM reception. Not the fault of the radio, but just where I live here. So keep that in mind when we're doing the test. The AM will work much better when you're not in a valley and not in a steel building. Anyhow, here we go. So you can see the reception's good when we get past the center of the dial here. So you hear the buzzing there? That's the steel building.
You know, former journalist, TV journalist.
We'll cut you off. Well, that's not really a stable.
Anyway, really nice reception on AM. We're going to switch over to FM, which is probably what most people are concerned with. As you can see, we lost that buzzing.
You'll save up to 30% on sofas, living room.
See, really good FM reception. Whenever I even budge the dial, we get a new station, so that's cool. I'm going to skip over some stations here just in the interest of time, but
hands-on training for my dream job.
I can be ready.
I don't want to shout, but while we were take these broken wings.
You know, their theaters were shut, and even
El que es largo, and on Graham Hill Road at Sims Road.
Has to be a better wife, a better mother, a better
it's really nice, guys. Anyway, I'll show you how the push buttons work here.
Going through the TSA screen.
Finally, I'll show you the set of push button. Say we like this station.
Hey, we're heating up here too?
Just pull out,
it's really great.
push it back in. No matter where we go, we can go right back to where we were. Okay, finally I'll show you there's no static when you adjust the volume here. There is the front and rear speaker fader. So you can see that we're up front now. It should fade away on the other side. And then we can disconnect this one and we'll hook up to the other side, which should be coming in loud and clear now. And then we'll fade to the other side. So bear with me here. I know this is probably looking... Okay, so now we're on the other side of the... Okay, and then we fade it out to the other side. Anyway, really cool. awesome factory AM FM radio. This is specific to the 67 Oldsmobile A-body. You'll see maybe better in the pictures, but it does have like a curve to the face, and this radio is very specific to that particular year and model. If you've been looking for one for your 67 Cutlass, 442, or Vista Cruiser, look no further, guys. Very, very hard to find radio, and this one is cherry pie. Don't miss it.